to soar the skies above Tunarath atop a red dragon.
Good boy.
You lodgings! At least a dozen.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk with a ton of people and pray none of them have sticky fingers.
Don't worry. Everyone is Shures's best.
Better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
Shures's caress isn't
some
just
warm and
wetting your whistle. There's dancing, dinner,
Oh, safe, my love.
Exactly.
I'm here.
Pleasure isn't
I
just
won't let
physical.
anything happen.
Look at you. Exhausting. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I
Even when you got your drown.
honestly.
Well, I do.
Give me strength.
Which means we're getting a real room.
Welcome to Shures's Caress, where our libations and sensual indulgences restore even the weariest souls. Welcome to Shures's Caress, where our libations and sensual indulgences restore even the weariest souls.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Sweeting, are you blushing? There is no shame in pleasure, even less when the pleasure is pain. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. They'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than... There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but... Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting? Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael, exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn. A drow or a drink, sweeting. There is no thirst I cannot quench.
Pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon. Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Sharess Caress, the mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Elmira there looks about ready to burst. Have a look. All set, are you?
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling, another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? I think it's time you shut your gob, buddy.
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
Oh, hells. Last thing I need's the manip on my arse. See you around, doll. Keep that fire stoked for me.
Damn it all, that guy's loaded! You just chased off a full coffer of tips. But I've still got one tip left, just for you. Don't stand between a gal and her gold mine.
Apologies, but the stern librarian is away. Upon her return, she expects clients on their knees, a list of their transgressions ready.
Listen, sweetheart, I'm sure you meant well. You want to help? Open your coin purse. Start with hoots if your whistle needs wetting. You want extra attention? Try Mamselle Elmira.
Someone with all the power of the nine hells. He must have brought so many to their knees.
Look where the TB I want to know. Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink.
Was that human boy?
You can stare as much as you like.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy. Silly. We are the gift. One free ride with me or my brother.
Or perhaps you have greater ambitions yet. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. Well, there are two of us, aren't there? Use your imagination.
We are twins. We can make up a little show of kissing each other, but when we are hired at the same time, there are often many other clients in the room to attend to.
This is all a bit much for me. Back home in Waterdeep, I prefer to have Tara leave the room before I undress. I might enjoy watching you tangled up with the drow, as long as I was 5 paces back.
Charming. For being a friend who helped Amira, we will charge a little less.
There are scant few customers today. This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone for company.
What's that one?
You keep scaring your regulars off, Sorn.
That blacksmith, hey!
Better to make drinks. You're a true talent.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? Ugh, I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? Maybe doesn't quite cut it here, I'm afraid. I need a solid, provable motive. Really? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? I'm off the clock. But this is Devella's pet project. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Anything I can do for you, consider it most enthusiastically done.
Devil's Den.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us. I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
To Illithids, yes. He would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the Gith for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent though it would be. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like
feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic, a crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the Hells, deep in the Hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls instead. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies. Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe until then. Your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my House of Hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
Wherever this House of Hope is, we need to go there immediately and destroy that contract. We must find the Diabolist. Only one well-versed in devilry will know the way.
Destiny waits in the wings. Find the brain, destroy it, and seize that crown.
I'd sooner have imagined shattering a planet with my bare fist than taking a deal with a devil. But we shouldn't regret the bargain, not for one instant. Raphael can have his crown, if it means breaking Prince Orpheus free. You're right to question. Devils are slippery creatures. They twist their tongues into knots to convince you a rock pile was mithril. Ask Will. He knows that better than anyone. But a broker is as bound by his contract as his buyer. The hammer must be real, or Raphael could never have the crown. When the opportunity comes, we'll return to the prism. Until then, keep the hammer close.
I'm glad to hear it. But you realize we can't just tell him we changed our minds. For now, our plan must remain the same. We go to Sorcerer's Sundries and learn about that crown. And pray the devil doesn't get there first.
I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. I can understand that. There's reprieve in solitude. But it's concerning that something could intervene like that, especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was? Then the situation is worse than I thought. If it read your thoughts, it knows exactly what your intentions are, and it is already plotting countermoves to stop you. We must press on. I will bolster your mental defenses. Let us hope that allows us to regain some of our lost advantage before it finds you.
Great! We can bond with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter.
Oh, I have a magic touch.
There's a house. Den isn't tonight.
At least things have stayed interesting.
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
Lovely painting!
Good. Let them see you taking charge of your pleasures.
Calms Garms.
Give up a kidney for a tour of the Steel Watch Foundry.
Hello? Hi!
Let's have a look at myself.
Put him up! Put him up! Wait! I wasn't really gonna fight you. I was just trying something out. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Sure. I'll just raise my fists and... it's no use. I can't do it. Guess old Narber's more of a talker than a fighter. Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No, surely not.
Ahoy, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Garms. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for? Ugh. If it's empty patty you want, get your clothes from my brother Figaro. But if it's genuine quality and genuine taste you're after, Calm's Garms has you covered. You wouldn't either, if you knew him like I did. Since Dad died, he thinks he's cock of the bloody walk, that I should give up my shop and work for family business. For him, dick. A killer? That's... God. I've no love from my brother, but that's extreme. He doesn't deserve that. Thanks for warning me, but it's him that needs warning, and he never listens to me. Maybe you should keep your nose out of where it doesn't bloody belong. Now, you want clothes or not? Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember, Calms Garms, here for all your fashion needs.
Whether you're getting hammered or getting nailed.
Something over there.
someone doesn't like visitors.
But it is a fine thing to walk with friends beneath the warming sun.
Friends might be a stretch, but otherwise, yes, I fully agree.
You might have your cloudy locks to keep the heat off your head. But do not forget that Minsk has Boo. We will be like twins, eh?
We will? God! 200 years and I've never missed seeing my reflection more.
Vincent here is a wastrel and a scapegrace, but he does amuse me.
When I think about the poor refugees starving in Rivington, I could just weep. I believe I'll drown my tears in another brandy.
The Elmstone Tavern. I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to it.
Rovere burned the bouillabaisse again, and now I have to scrub the pot. Some chef he is.
Damn rats. Oi, you! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Hop to it! Get in there! No, I need them rats taken care of. Here's the deal. I'll keep a lookout for murderers. You murder the rats!
I don't care what Revere says. A turner and a spatula aren't the same thing. Some chef.
Look where city be placket.
Look, Tambourine, a servant comes to help us. Kill those rats, would you? When they're dead, the other servants will feed us.
Hello, servant ape. Would you kill those rats, please? Their presence vexes me.
Don't customers know there's a war on?
Yeah, the servant ape. Hello again.
Back again? We're trying to relax here. Kill those rats, would you? When they're dead, the other servants will feed us.
Lying around, you furry.
The cellars are just down the stairs. There, you'll find my old lodgings.
Need to find a way forward.
Can we fight now? Who is not used to this taking of turns?
Time to strike.
The wine cellar. There's a hidden door that leads further in. The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks. Githyanki, what are they doing here? Get rid of them.
In the meantime, tear every brick out if you have to. It seems your report was good, Wargaz. Glad you could join us, Lozel. I'm told you carry an artifact most cherished. Tell me, Lozel of Kalir, what reward do you think the astral prism will fetch once I pluck it from your corpse and present it to Vlakith? What honors, what riches will the Undying Queen grant me when I hand her the failed prince?
Stand down. I protect the prism on our queen's behalf.
The Undying Queen cares not for who delivers her the prism and the traitor prince within. All that matters is that it is delivered. The false heir's head will make a fine trophy for Vlakith. As for you, I will leave nothing behind but meat and shattered bone. Damnable whelp. For 1,000 years I have given my life to Vlakith. And you, Lae'zel, a child, an unascended, would snatch my glory for herself. You may keep your head. But I will yet be exalted. I will yet see my name carved in slate. Vlakithka sivim hrath krashet.
Now search the room. There's a statue that conceals the way through. I'll reveal it to you.
That's curious.
Thank you for bringing me back. Look around. You'll find some of my things still intact. Perhaps even useful to you. A shell. A keepsake from my final voyage. Pinched in a moment of sentimentality. My old wardrobe. The home of all my disguises. We are what we appear to be, and so appearances matter.
That's curious.
She's beautiful, isn't she? I always thought Berlin the most regal of all women. My cutlery set. A gift from my mother. The butter knife is missing, but otherwise it looks to be complete. I don't need it anymore, but the memory stirs something in me still. My old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours.
Something.
Chains I use to bind my means. Villains and lawbreakers. You see, I tried to exercise morality where I could.
Something over there.
A recipe for fiddlehead soup. A favorite meal of mine. When I had need of meals like that. An old container for brains. Empty. Shame. It would have been nice to find one to sustain me now.
No, you can't be here. It's not safe. She has my scent. Run. Do not stop until you feel sunlight and fresh air. It's just flesh. But my spirit, she did much worse to that. She tormented me with blades and hot irons.